welcome to today's video. In today's video we'll be discussing how to warm up properly for Warzone using aim training in the Cold War and Modern Warfare custom game mode option. I'm going to show you the best settings to use, the best game rules, what bot difficulty, how many bots, and most importantly what weapons and what loadouts you should be using when you're warming up with. Personally, you don't have to do this, but personally I believe that using ground loop weapons, like customizing them and your loadout and put the right attachments that are in the ground loop as a means of warming up, because it'll make you a more confident player. Not just that, but also the loadout you're going to be using or the loadouts you're going to be using that day. So it's definitely a way to go, because it's going to make you a more confident player, especially if you find yourself in some type of sticky situation to where you got to use ground loop weapons, you're not able to use your loadout. Especially in in-game, if you're not able to drop back down on your loadout or get any custom guns and you have to use whatever gun you can find, you'll be a lot more confident knowing that you put in repetition and that you put in some training and using that gun and getting more familiar with its recoil pattern. You don't necessarily have to do this, like I said, but you don't necessarily have to go to that extent. You could just do the regular aim training with any weapon you want. But personally, I found myself being a little bit more confident in the Warzone, knowing that I warmed up with the ground loop weapons and my loadout. So first I'm gonna show you Modern Warfare, and then I'll take you over to Cold War and I'll show you what to do in Cold War. So as far as map, Speedball is a good map to use. That tends to be the one I use the most. Rust Works, that's a pretty good one. And then if you want something with a little bit more range so you can practice your long shots or kind of extend those gunfights, Hackney Yard is a good one. Scrapyard, that's a really good one. Very good one. There's another one on here, I forgot which one it is. I think it's Cave. That's a cave. That's another good one. It really doesn't really matter all that much. It's kind of up to you, but any one of those ones I just named works, so I'll leave that up to you. For game mode, you're gonna want to choose free for all. For the game rules, time limit, you want to set it to unlimited. Score limit, you want to put it on unlimited. Match start time, you want to put it on only 5 seconds. Get you in there faster, get you out. Skip and fill, enable that to again get you in there faster. All or nothing there. Number of lives, to keep that the same. Max health, now you want to put this on 250 because that's how many health you get in Warzone. But if you're going to be using snipers at all when you're warming up, you're going to put that on 200 so you can get that one headshot. If you put it on 250, it's going to take at least 2 shots to get the headshot unless he's already damaged. So that's up to you. Kill cam disabled, don't really need that. Radar always on. You can put this on normal sweep. Some people might like it on constant, but I like it on normal sweep, so I won't have to rely on the minimap as much. If I'm kind of having a hard time finding people, I can just look at my minimaps, do a duration there, and then just adjust my field of view accordingly. For Weapon pings on minimap. You want to put that on enabled. That's it there. Gameplay. Spawn ammo max. Now you want to put this on max. You are going to be using a perk scavenger, but just so you start off with the most ammo, you want to put that on max. It's pretty cool that they have the option. I think they have that option on either the other CODs. I think that's something they just introduced in this COD, which is a pretty cool option now. I didn't even notice that they had that until recently. Kill streaks, you want to put that on disabled. Don't really need that. Or you want to be practicing your kill streaks. And bot setup, you want to put this on maximum bots. You need that. Put it on recruit. Now you could put it on veteran or mix, but you know, they're gonna be more like targets, not really like anything other than that. They're just like targets, that's it. You know what I'm saying? If they was just standing still, you know, it's not a problem. They're just targets for you to just practice. You're not necessarily practicing much else than that. If you want a little bit like more, something like after this, if you want something like to kind of have more difficulty, I wouldn't necessarily say warm up with this and put it on veteran. I would say use gunfight. After you do this, after you work on your accuracy, use that as a more as a more realistic kind of training. So then you're working on more than just actually also working on positioning and stuff like that. But let's put that on recruit. So as far as the loadout, this is the loadout. Now this is on like each variation. Like I noticed like 2 variations to the bison. This is just a regular bison. Now you don't need to be that exact. Even with the attachments, you don't need to be that exact. Just so long as you get like the bulk, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even put snipers or even all the shotguns in there, mostly because you know shotguns are pretty easy to use. You know what I'm saying? It's not really no recoil control there. Snipers, I don't use snipers at all for the most part. But you can, I mean, you can warm up with that. That's up to you. I'm gonna have a link in the description below with a spreadsheet with all the ground weapons and attachments, including the snipers, shotguns, all that. So you could, you know, put that in your ground loot loadouts to warm up with, if that's what you choose. But personally, I don't. Now for the main ones, the ones that I warm up with, got the MP5, and these are the attachments. Got the monarch, the suppressor, thermal hybrid, after collapsible, and a Mark 4 grip. This is pretty good MP5 to use as a ground. It's a pretty nice MP5. I think it's pretty solid. This is the next one, Striker 45. Good ground loop, not something you really want to use. Even in your loadout, even as a custom loadout, that's not really good gun to use. Not really gonna compete with, you know, MP5, MP7, or especially like a Mag 10. Just not up there. We got the lightweight suppressor, 4.0 times flip hybrid, operated foregrip, and 45 round mag. As far as perks, scavenger, overkill, amped. So you don't really run on ammo, overkill, 2 permanent weapons, amped, so you can just switch to those weapons faster. Warm up with both of them. I just put a subsex 100%, so not really gonna use that, but RP, MP7, lightweight suppressor, FSS SWAT, solo 0 MV3, enhanced. It's pretty good ground weapon. Personally, I never really liked using it as ground loot. Kind of thermoscope on it, that's kind of weird. But since I've been warming up with it recently, I find it's not really that bad. thermoscope, when I first started using this gun, it kind of threw me off a little bit. The Bison, it's a loud weight suppressor. AN94, tactical suppressor. VOK AN94 CLI. POS MV thermoscope. I think like this is just for the AN94. AN94 factory heavy, and the 60 round casket mags. For the F4 556, F4 24.4 sniper, Solo 0 MVG enhanced, 4 attack, bounce it back, and a bipod. Forgot to change this. So then again, scavenger overkill amps. FN Scar 17. Monolithic suppressor. 4 attack 20.0 LB for the barrel optic, scout compact optic, and a 30 round mag. Burn and K9, monolithic suppressor, XR case summit 26.8, tag laser, cancer hybrid. Pretty good gun to use, even outside of ground loop. Thing has like no recoil, pretty crazy. M91 monolithic suppressor, Origin 12 monolithic, 4 attack Impala, Cronin LP 945 mini reflex, and a 12 round mag. Same scavenger overkill amp. Now these are other loadouts that I use to warm up with not ground loot. Some of these I don't even use on my loadout necessarily, but I like warming up with it, like the Uzi, so mobile. It's a solid gun to use. AMAX, I definitely use that on my loadout. It's like the main gun I use now. FAL, I warm up with it. RAM 7, I've been kind of warming up with it, using it as a warm-up weapon. I have it on my loadout, but I've been really struggling with the recoil, so I've been using it to warm up with now until I kind of get a little bit more comfortable using that recoil pattern. And that's it for that. Like I said, there's going to be a link in the description with a spreadsheet with all the random weapons and attachments and stuff. So if there's if it's a weapon that I didn't include in here that you would like to include, just click on that link below and it'll take you right to it, and it'll get you right. That's it here. Now I'm gonna take you over to Cold War and I'm gonna show you what to do there. For Cold War, the settings that you want to put on here are But before I show you what's selling, so as far as map, Newtown, Express, Raid, really good maps too, especially Raid, especially Newtown. Those are like perfect maps to use somewhere around, but perfect. Some of these other ones you could use, but personally, Newtown Raid is the way to go. Express, you can, but it's a solid option, but personally I prefer to use either Newtown or Raid. As far as rules and settings, you want game mode again, be free for all. Time limit, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on unlimited. Score limit, go ahead and put that on unlimited. Gameplay, cinematic intro, disable that to get you in there faster. Get in, get out. Pre-match, put it on pre-match requirement. Put it on spell price. Pre-match timer, 5 seconds. Put on all those so you get in, get out. Pre-run timer, just disable it. Get you in there fast, get you out. Mini map, put it on sweeping. I wouldn't recommend putting on constant again, because you don't really want to rely on the mini map. Sweeping is good, so you could kind of, if you're having trouble finding people, or there's no people in your field of view, just look at the mini map. It'll give you an idea what which direction it looks, so you can adjust accordingly. That's it there. Not a player. You want to put the health to 250, and if you're using a sniper, 250, put on 250, 200, and well, since it's not 250, 200 is the way to go. Even if you're using a sniper, you still get that one headshot potential. Bots, let me see. Bots, you want to put it on the maximum number that you could put on here, so just keep increasing the number until so you can't put it anymore. So just keep adding, so you can't put no more. If I put no free for all, so just keep adding, keep tapping no more, and that's all of them. And that's about it there. Now as far as weapons, you want to put the Stone's Throw, aka Milano 821, and for that one you want to put the Master Reflex 10.1 reinforced heavy barrel, and that's it there. AK-7 for you, just decent grounded weapon. I'm gonna put the Cobra Red Dot, Red Seal foregrip, Spitsnaz field grip, and put no stop on that thing. That's it there. As far as tactical details for the upgrade, use stem shots, so when you take damage you can get back in a fight faster without having to be one shot. So back in case you run out of ammo. Pretty self-explanatory. Perks for it until so you could find more targets faster, pretty simple right there. Scavenger in case you run out of ammo. Gun hole, so you could get into those engagements, get into those gunfights faster. Pretty solid. And lawbreaker, so you could have 2 primaries, aka overkill. Here you want to have the gallantry, mag 10. You want to put the mill stop reflex on this, bristle grip, stag 53 round drum, and a wire stock. Craig 6. I think it's called like the simple plan or something. That's ground loot. You're gonna put the axle arms 3 times. 19.7 range barrel, 40 round speed mag, and the duster stock. Same stem shot fire. So this really doesn't matter. I just put that there. Same perks, 40 inch scavenger gun hole, and lawbreaker. Grover, you want to put here. You want to put diamond bag reflex, Spetsnaz compensator, barrel 16.5, and the magazine. We'll put a 40 round drum. I think as grown Warzone it's like 45, but they don't have 45 on here, so 40 works. XM4. This is the more rarer version of it, so put the suppressor, full grip, magazine, 750 round fast mag. Same side fire, goes up back, same, all that. FFAR, we'll put the mill stop reflex, full grip, and speed tape. Stone at 63, I think it's called like the blue lightning. It's ground loot for this variation. You're gonna put the axle arms 3 times, 16 inch countdown, booster grip, and the wire stock again. That's it there. And the same stem shot frag assault, the same perks, everything. FFAR. Now this is my custom loadout that I used to warm up with. So I just put all the attachments, automatic attachments for the FFAR, agency suppressor, 19.5 task, forward grip, 744, since they don't have the 50, and a ready stock, and then mag 10. Basic meta, mag 10, maxed out, agency suppressor, task force, field agent, second knife 50 round drum, and the no stock. That's it there. Same perks and everything. So that's it for today's video. Again, if I missed any weapon that you want or any weapon that you prefer to warm up with, don't hesitate to click on our link down below in the description. It'll take you right to a Google spreadsheet with all the weapons and attachments and stuff, all that broken down for you. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, please hit the subscribe button. Let me know how you feel about this video. Leave a comment down below, get some feedback, and I'll see you in the next video.